Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the Cochrology podcast. I'm Sophie. I'm a storyteller, and I try and get as much genius out of Sabine.
I am Sabine. I am a coach and I work a lot with cochrology.
So today we're coming to you with a very big topic. So we're going to have to try and keep this short. It's a big topic. What is
Hmm.
wellness? Actually, this was my
I,
first conversation with you when we first met. We had a very long conversation, and you expanded my mind around what wellness is. So let's keep it light. Because everyone has a different take on what wellness is. And you actually reminded me what, why wellness is so important and what it encompasses. So I'm going to leave it up to you. The fact that it starts from the moment we're born right until we die, even pretty much before we're born, actually, while we're still in the belly of our mother. So
yeah.
a lot of people forget this. It's an all life encompassing thing.
Yeah, it's something that you can't escape, but it's the one thing that we all try to escape. It's
Yeah.
hilarious for me.
Yeah.
Even if it may even start at the conception phase, right? Like if your parents are
Mhm.
well, and then they can conceive you naturally,
Yeah.
or with help, and so it starts well before you are conceived.
Yeah.
That's for every single human in this planet,
100%. 100%.
or people been gone or who are gone. So
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
affects every single person. So what is wellness in its broad definition? In today's world, wellness is considered spa treatments. Um, in my definition, um, wellness is making sure that you have good quality of life. In Ayurveda's definition, um, and I don't claim to be an Ayurvedic or a specialist in there, but when I've read all the books, one of the big things that they all start with, and this is a summary, is saying that um, wellness is a lifestyle you build so that in your most difficult time you can fall back on it, and fall back on the intuitive side of wellness. And so what I like to work with in my professional career with my clients is to work with you to make it so intuitive that you fall back on that. And there's some Ayurvedic historic teaching there, but I don't follow Ayurveda as my coaching principles.
Yeah, fair enough. I love that because it's so true. Because it's yeah, if you can actually build that throughout your life, this is something you can always rely on. Well, rely on as much as possible.
Like you wake up, you brush your teeth, so you keep your teeth
Yeah,
healthy.
yeah, yeah. But I love that. I really want a t-shirt that says wellness is not a spa. I mean, don't get me wrong. A spa's lovely. It's great to get pampered, it's wonderful. But like going to the spa is not going to make you a well person, unfortunately. And you're so right. A lot
Sophia,
of
I'm
people.
just gonna throw something off topic completely. I need to make millions of t-shirts. One says chai is not chai, it's chai, it's not chai latte, and so we need to make this wellness is not a spa. I think I need to
Yes,
educate people through my t-shirts. It's
for
coming.
college t-shirts. I want to buy that.
Coming to
And I
you soon.
love chai, by the way. I love chai latte, and I didn't know it was just chai, and it's because it's true. It's just is chai, isn't it? It's not chai latte.
Culturally, chai means I mean, we're getting so off topic, but culturally, chai literally means tea. But I mean,
I didn't know
literally, it means tea. But culturally, it means milk tea.
that. Okay. We see, there we go. I just learned something new today, and I'm sure so did our audience.
We're so off topic already. I love it. This is exactly how Sophie and I are always.
God, yeah, sorry. Well, sorry, not sorry, guys. This is why, like, these podcasts are as much as trying to just to share knowledge and share information, but also have fun.
Yeah,
Just laugh and be silly sometimes.
always.
So one point actually, which is really interesting, and we'll have to try and keep this short because it's quite a big topic. But like within the wellness, within the remit of wellness, predisposed health issues that people experience in their families and stuff. Like, how can
Yeah.
people
So
deal with stuff that they might have inherited? in a wellness concept.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think this is such a broad topic, and it really requires a lot of health practitioners to join into this
Mm,
topic. But
yeah.
just to kind of give you an example of what we are talking about, and then see how, as wellness seekers and professionals, we can kind of mitigate this risk, right?
Hmm.
So, well, many brown people of South Asian descent have, and this is just one example of the thousand that I can think of,
Sure.
have smaller arteries in their heart, which means that they're predisposed to having heart attack much faster and younger,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's just genes, and right.
Yeah.
Um, However, some people are predisposed to having cancer because that's just what they inherited. Now,
Mm,
lifestyle plays a big part in it too.
yes.
And some people are predisposed to cholesterol. So, non communicable diseases is what a lot of people are predisposed to, and which is where genetic testing and making sure your health and your blood work and regular yearly doctor visits for
Yeah.
full medical checkup, insurance or not insurance, please just do it, guys.
Yeah.
Uh, because the kind of stuff that I have seen people pick up on and fix before it becomes catastrophic is like, it blows my mind. It opened my eyes so many years ago. So
Yeah.
please do that. But how do we mitigate this other than the fact that now we have to get ourselves tested and see what we're predisposed to?
Mm,
the the other thing, and this is something that my dad probably put into my brain because he lives this lifestyle. He's like, well, I am predisposed to diabetes. I would have, and he's a diabetic person. He's been on diabetic medication since decades now. He's like, I would have gotten onto my diabetic medication much later in life if I had known to take care of myself a certain way.
yeah.
And what does that mean? It means nutrition, it means movement, it means lala. He has maintained his diabetic level and not gotten the levels up or increased medication and stuff like this for
Mm.
decades.
That would usually be expected, right? Usually, I'm
Yeah.
assuming as people use
So
their
his
diet.
doctor says that he doesn't
Yeah.
need to revamp. With diabetics, you need to keep revamping
Yeah.
medication. But his doctor says that because he's managed himself through regular exercise, through regular what he eats, how he
Yeah.
chills out, he's managed his health to stay this way, right?
And
Rather than go. Mm.
yeah.
And so there's so much wisdom to unpack there, right? As someone who's his daughter, and now I know I am uh, predisposed to diabetes. Um, so then what do I do? I maintain a healthier lifestyle so that I will not bring it upon myself earlier than it needs to come,
Yeah.
right?
Exactly.
Now,
Yeah.
non communicable diseases will settle in as we age. They don't have to, but they may settle in as we age. And that is
Yeah.
what we can, with wellness and quality of life, we can increase the timeline to when we have to deal with it.
Yeah.
And that's where wellness comes in. It's to maintain that quality of life.
I love it. Well, actually, I want another T-shirt that says "Wellness is lifestyle." What? Like wellness is not a trend; it's a lifestyle because it's true. Like wellness goes into
Yeah.
every life. Like it's yeah. I mean, I've got to. I didn't say this in the podcast we did last time, talking about toxicities in the fashion. Like, I wish people would stop killing themselves in the gym before they get married. Like, completely
Yeah.
starving themselves, uh, killing themselves in the gym for 3 months before they get married, fit into the beautiful dress, look like a Barbie doll, and then everything goes back to normal afterwards. And then all the weight.
No, and these are the same people who will look back at their wedding pictures for years and years and wish that they look like that again. And
Yeah,
wow, guys,
yeah, yeah. Just
just enjoy where you are today. Like,
yeah, yeah,
you know.
exactly. Exactly. But yeah, we'll unpack this in many, like in other podcasts. We'll talk more about wellness, but it's so good to have this reminder that wellness really is from the moment we're conceived until the moment we die.
Yeah,
It's not. It's part of our routine. It's taking
it's
care of.
us. It is us. You eat right. It's
Yeah,
wellness. You
yeah,
move right. It's
yeah.
wellness. You get sick right. It's all well. It's all
Mm,
wellness.
hmm.
Point is, how do you increase that quality of life? And
Exactly.
my favorite statement, how do you regulate your nervous system?
Yes. Yes. So
And some
true.
people are predisposed to mental health issues as well, like
Yeah,
anxiety.
that's so
So,
true. Yeah.
how do you mitigate that so that if you know you're predisposed to it,
Yeah.
then why
Yeah.
not seek help earlier
Yeah.
than actually feel the symptoms and then seek help? Because that is a
Yeah.
little,
Yeah. 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 So
but it's
true.
never too late.
It's never too late. It's better to start today than to not start at all.
Yeah.
But of course, the earlier you can start, the better. Yeah, that's amazing. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah. It's a
That
heavy
those.
topic, and I know we've just scratched the surface. I think people will be
Yeah.
like, "Oh, okay, again, these girls, just scratching the surface." but but I really think there was some good insights out of
Yeah, they
it
really
all.
were. They really were. And we'll unpack this more. Like we'll have many more podcasts unpacking the world of wellness. But just this was just a quick
Yeah.
one. A quick one. Well,
Thank
thank
you
you for
so much.
tuning in. And thank
Yeah.
you for sharing. Thank you for sharing your knowledge again.
Partner in crime, Sophie.
I really love these sessions with you. And thank you very much for tuning in with us. This is it from the Cochology podcast today. And guys, if you have anything you'd like us to talk about, please leave your comments, and we'll try and cover as much as possible what you'd like
Yeah.
to hear.
We'll share the links everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. Mwah. Bye.
Bye.